So see guys, okay, as you know, yesterday we saw these things, okay. In the agenda you will see that we saw cybersecurity, what exactly cybersecurity is, the basic parts of cybersecurity and its terminology. Then we saw machine learning, we saw its type, okay, the different types of machine learning, and we also saw a introduction to Python, okay. So we'll try to cover, okay, today we'll try to cover, all part of Python, okay. Introduction to Python means we'll try to complete basics of Python today. Let's open Jupyter notebook, okay. So here you can see that, okay, just after double clicking to Jupyter notebook, here you will find that one web page automatically open, and this is a Jupyter notebook. So we are here, okay. We saw, basics of Python yesterday, and like yesterday, here you will see that in the below you will find that again the data types, okay. Again you will find that the you know how to deal with the string data, okay. Now the string data is nothing but this kind of data, which means the text data, okay. That's what we see over here, okay. String data, we you will find that the slicing in the string data, the how to implement the inbuilt functions like upper function, lower function, case fold function, the strafe function, replace, capitalize, split. There are so many functions you can implement on a string data, okay. And it's very easy guys, okay. Try to go ahead with this file, okay. We saw this all, okay. We saw this all yesterday, okay. Around till this, okay, till this one, okay. We haven't run this all the cell, okay. So like feel free to run this all the cell and explore more about the Python, yeah. So after this, let's try to open Spyder, because we will be working like in the Python, because we were seeing that like how we can do how we can find out the data types in Python, how we can manipulate the the data types in Python like that, okay. And here you can see that when you click to this file, so you will find that all the files over here, yeah. So let me increase the font size of the code so you can be able to do the same, okay. So here you can see that, okay, we were here something like this, okay. We saw this thing, okay. We saw the sorting methods, how we can implement the sorting method, how we can implement the sorting method on a numerical list to convert our the list into a decreasing or increasing order, right? Now after this, here we also saw the after creating one list, okay, we try to find out the count of a particular element in the list, right? So here you can see that the same thing we saw, okay, like the how many Zara word is there, Zaras are there in the A list. So that's what we are just finding out over here like this, okay. Here you can see that the count of Zara in the particular list is nothing but 2, right? Now after this, okay, you can be able to find out the length of the list, okay. We saw yesterday this much, okay. And today we'll try to explore the tuples, okay. What are the different things we can do in the tuple? Like in the list you will see that, okay, we saw how we can do the slicing, right? Over here you can see that how we can do the slicing in the list. then we saw how we change the elements, how we update the elements in the list, right? So that's what we did yesterday. Okay, like here you can see that this is my list one. Okay, and I just wanted to change the value of index 2. This is the value of index 2, and what value I have to add instead of the index 2 value. Instead of 2013 value, I just wanted to add the or the change the value, which is this one 8055, right? So we did that. Okay, and that's why we can say that we can update the list, which means that lists are mutable, which means that we can able to change the list, right? But here at the starting of the tuple, okay, you should know that, and it's a very famous question when it comes to a tuple. So we can say that there is a main difference between list and tuple. Okay, because you can see that we can do the same things with the list and with the tuple as well. But what makes this different, okay, between the tuples and list? Okay, so tuples are immutable, which means that we can't update the tuple. So like let me show you. Okay, so we, as you know that, okay, yesterday we saw this, how to create the tuple, like using a parenthesis instead of square brackets, like in this list. Okay, we used to uh, like a square brackets for creating list, but here in the tuples, okay, we'll have to use a parenthesis for creating a tuple, right? So this is how tuple looks like. This is a numeric tuple, this is a string tuple. Okay, this is an empty tuple, this is a singular tuple or a single tuple, you can say. And all the output you will be able to see in the second window. Here you can see. Okay, and now here you can see that. Okay, like, okay, this is my tuple one. Okay, I created this tuple and I just wanted to print this tuple. So you can see that, okay, this is the, I just printed the value for this index 3 only. Okay, so now here you can see that, okay, this is my numeric tuple from 1 to 7. Okay, now here I just wanted to print these values. Okay, so here you can see that. But when it comes to updating any value of tuple, so we can't do that. Let's say this one, I just wanted to update a index 3 value of tuple 2, which means index 3 value of tuple 2 from 4 to xyz. Okay, so let's do that and see. And here you can see that, okay, I got the error, and error says that it's a type error. Okay, tuple object does not support item assignment. We can't assign any item. Okay, or you can say that we can't update the tuple. Okay, so you can say that, or you can like instead of updating, you can say that we can't manipulate the tuple. Let's say after creating this tuple, you can say that you can't change the value inside those tuple. Okay, now here you can see that the second thing, we have the x tuple, we have the z tuple, and now, okay, we are using an addition operator. Okay, okay, instead of this, okay, let me create this y. Okay, then it will be suitable for us. Okay, and now here x equal to z equal to x plus y. So here you can see that, okay, we got the tuple, okay, which is the extended one. Okay, we just added the two tuple like this. Okay, now it's a four-dimensional tuple instead of two. Okay, now how to how to delete the tuple. Okay, so here you can see that just by using a del function, we can be able to delete the tuple, as we did the same thing in list. Okay, as we use the same thing for deleting a particular element of the tuple, or a list, or a the direct full list or a full tuple. So here you can see that. Let's go and run this. This is my tuple, this is the output of the tuple, you can see, which means that we just executed the tuple. Okay, and we got the output for the tuple. But after using del, so here you can see that now we do not have any tuple. So let me go and run this. Okay, and you can see that the error, which is nothing but name error, and that error saying that name tuple is not defined, which means that we just deleted this particular tuple, right? Okay, we just deleted this particular tuple, that's why we got an error. Yeah. Now what are the basic operations we can do, okay, in the tuple? Like we can find out the length of the tuple. This is my tuple and this is the length, which is nothing but the 5 value, right? Okay. Now here you can see that, as we know, okay, we can be able to add the two different tuples, okay, by using addition operator, and this will be my tuple 3, right? This will be my tuple 3. Now one more thing, if it is a singular tuple, so here you can see that this is my singular tuple, okay, with the high word. Now I just wanted to convert this singular tuple, okay, with the same value in it, but 6 times. Okay, so here you can see that this is a high value. Okay, this is a singular tuple. I just wanted to change the dimension of the tuple from 1 to, now this is a one dimensional tuple. Okay, I just wanted to change the dimension of it from 1 to 6. So here you can see. Okay, now we got the new tuple with 6 high values inside it, right? Now after this, okay, here you will find out the, the operators. Okay, we'll talk about this. Okay, in the upcoming file. Okay, here in the operators, there are so many operators are there, like arithmetic operator. In the arithmetic operator you will find multiple operators. Okay, then you will find that the assignment operator. Okay, then you will find that the bitwise operator. Then you will find that, logical operator, membership operator, identity operator, like this. Okay, so there are so many operators we have. So in the same way, the membership operator says that, okay, here, if, okay, this is my tuple and I just wanted to check any particular value, let's say tuple is very big, right? And I just wanted to check that particular value is in a tuple or not. Okay, let's say I'm checking that this 4 not in this particular tuple. So after looking at this tuple is very small, only 3 elements are there in the tuple. So that's why we can simply say that only three elements are there. So just visually we can say that yes, 4 is not there in the in the tuple. Okay, so after running you will find that yes, okay, Python giving a same output, which is say that yes, it's a true 4 not in this particular tuple. Yeah. Okay, and if you wanna go with a, like, whether we have to check that particular 4 value is in a tuple or not, so we can go ahead with the in operator as well. Okay, so false, we got the false of the output, right? Now after this, how to find the maximum value? Okay, how to find the maximum value? Okay, if in the tuple there are number of multiple numbers like this one, there are 3 numbers. Okay, so how to find the maximum value, minimum value? Okay, so instead of, creating a if statement, you can do the same simple thing. Okay, right? Just use the inbuilt function, which is nothing but the max. Okay, and just by using max you will find that the maximum value in the tuple. Okay, you can do the same thing. Okay, just for finding out the minimum value. Okay, you can do the same thing for the list as well. Okay, not only for tuple. Huh? The basic difference between the tuple and list is nothing but list is mutable and tuple is immutable, right? Okay, that's the main reason. Okay, now after this, let's talk about the dictionary. This is the third data type of, like in Python you will find out. And again, this is very much important. Why? The reason behind this is nothing but we'll be able to create data frames. Okay, now you can see that, okay, this is my data file, right? And in the data file you will find that the test.csv, okay, comma separated value file here. Okay, this is a very much similar to Excel. Okay, you can open this into the Excel, but the file format is different, right? Instead of Excel. Okay, so here you can see that, okay, this is my data set. Okay, so in Python how to create the data frames like this. Okay, so for creating data set you need to create the data frame first. So for creating data frame you need to add the values, input values, right? So for adding the input value you will have to use the dictionary. Now here you can see that this is my dictionary. Okay, this is the this is how you can create the dictionary. Dictionary is nothing but the collection of key value pairs. Okay, this is a collection of key and value pairs. So here you can see that, let's say this is your dictionary. Okay, and for creating dictionary you need the curly brackets. Okay, you need to add the the key and values inside the curly brackets, right? And here you can see that this is the key one. Okay, you can also say that this is a column one, okay, with value. So you can add the one value or multiple values. Okay, so for adding the multiple value, okay, you will have to use the list. Okay, and then you can be able to add the multiple value. Okay, we'll see afterwards, like how to create the data frame by using the dictionary, right? Now here you can see that this is the key 3 and value 3. Okay, so this is just an example how we can create the dictionary. Now here you can see that, okay, this is my dictionary. Okay, now here inside the dictionary, okay, the first key is nothing but name, second is age, and third one is bike. Okay, I suppose the name is Vinod, age is 25, and he is using a bike which is Apache. Okay, so let me go and run this. So did you find that this is the information of someone? Yeah, this is nothing but the information of someone, right? So how we can you know add the data in the data set? So this is how we can add the data into the data set. Okay, so here you can see that this is my dictionary, okay, with name, age, and by key and their values, right? Now, the best part of this dictionary is nothing but just by using key, you can be able to use the all the data which is there as the values of that particular key. Okay, right? I just wanted to print out the value of name key. Okay, so let's go and run this, and here you can see that the value, the output is nothing but Vinod. Okay, just wanted to check the age of the Vinod, which is 25. Okay, and which bike he's using, which is Apache, right? So this is how you can be able to find out the create the data, and you can be able to check the data. Okay, now how to update the dictionary, like in the list. Okay, in the same way how we can update the dictionary. Okay, so here you can see that this is my dictionary, let's say. Okay, and I just wanted to update the age. Instead of 25, just update the any random value which is nothing but 8, because it's a sample data. So that's why. Okay, because it's not comfortable to say that it's a uh, the like the person whose age is 8 and he's using the Bentley. Okay, so that's why let me update the list again. Okay, and let's go and run this. Okay, so you can see that the now we just updated the age, okay, of Vinod. So here you can see that, like like few people, those who like for creating Aadhaar card, you will find that the few people not able to uh, in the Aadhaar card, okay, their age is not correct, name is not correct, so like that. Okay, in the same way we are updating the names or age, okay, like that, and their personal information, right? Okay, now here you can see that I just want to update the name. Okay, like instead of Vinod, I just wanted to add the Sri before Vinod. Okay, so that's how you can update, and that's how you can update the other keys as well, right? Okay, and along with that, okay, if we want to create a new key, okay, now here you can see that the area is nothing but the new key, right? Okay, so just by using a dictionary and inside it just add the new key and its value. Okay, just by adding this you will find that, okay, there will be a new key which is there, as well as the another new key which is this. As we know, the Python is a case sensitive language. So if we are using bike, okay, in a small case, and bike as a capitalized word, okay, which means at the first letter, which is a capital one. So we can say that these two are nothing but the two different keys, right? Okay. So that you will have to know. Okay. Okay, as we saw how to delete the list, how to delete the, any value in the list, in the tuple, and as well as we saw the how to delete the all the tuple or full list as well. So here also with the dictionary as well, you can see that this is, let's say this is the dictionary. Okay, and I just want to delete a one particular key as well as its value. So we can use a del function, and with the key, and in the key, okay, how you can mention the key, okay, just by using a dictionary one. Okay, and inside a square bracket, in the single quote or double quote, you will have to mention the key. Okay, then only you will be able to delete that particular key along with its value. Okay, now here you can see that this is how your updated dictionary looks like after deleting a name key, right? If you wanna create, just clear the dictionary. So here you can see that, okay, let's say, you know which is, okay, this is the dictionary. Okay, the age 25 bike Apache, right? Now I just want to clear this particular dictionary. So here you can see that, okay, I just deleted all the keys and its values, okay, here, okay, from the dictionary. Now we got an empty dictionary, right? And instead of removing, like instead of like you know just clearing all the data, we can be able to remove, or we can be able to delete entire dictionary. Okay, so with the help of del, you can be able to do that thing. So here you can see that we just deleted the dictionary one. Now here you won't be able to see the dictionary one, okay, in the second window, right? Now here you can see that, okay, when it comes to the different, like how to manipulate the string. Okay, string is nothing but the one data type. Like here we saw the data type, like the integer, float, complex are nothing but the data types. Okay, now here also we have another data type, list. Okay, we saw the tuple. Okay, as well as we saw the dictionary. Okay, here you can see that the string is another data type. Okay, now string is nothing but the textual information. Okay, or you can say that the text. Okay, by using double quote or single quote, you can you know the assign the text value, okay, to any variable like this. Okay, this is the name. Okay, name variable, and I'm assigning a one text value which is nothing but Johnny with the help of double quotes, right? So let me first, instead of going with this, let me clear the console. Okay, see, for clearing the console, just go here. Okay, remove all variables from kernel namespace. Let's go and run this. Now here you can see that we just remove all the variables. So here also you will not be able to see any variable. Okay, because we just remove all the variables, right? Now here you can see that, let's go and run the name. Okay, you can see that the name, the type, which is nothing but the string, size is 6, how many letters are there, okay, in the Johnny. Now you can see that you can be able to get the output with the help of print function. Now if you wanna just get a first index letter, so you can be able to do that one, okay, with the help of the slicing. So you can see that the first letter, which is nothing but J, okay, this is nothing but the slicing to the end, because you will find that you just added the first index value but not the end index value. That's why the this is nothing but the slicing to the end. Okay, we want all the letters, okay, with index 3 and later, okay, like third index value, four index value, five index values, okay, till sixth index value. Okay, six is not present, so that's why you can say that the five, because index in Python starts with 0. Okay, that's why. So that's why you can see that the n and y values you can be able to see over here. Now after this, okay, this is a negative indexing as well as a positive indexing, because, okay, let's say here you can see that, okay, -7 is not present. So let's see, okay, here you didn't get any output, okay, because you will find that the how many letters are there in the particular Johnny letter, okay, how many letters are there? Only six. Okay, index start with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So y index of y later is nothing but the 5. But here you can see that, okay, it's a negative indexing over here, which is saying that -7. Okay, and negative indexing start with -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. So which means that, okay, we don't have any value between index 2 to index -7. Okay, so that's why we got the empty output, right? Now here you can see that the last one, okay, because this is a negative index, okay, and here you can see that the same thing, only n but not y, because here -1 is present, and you know that the last index is excluded. If you mention the last index, so which means that that index is excluded from the output. Okay, now how to update the strings? Okay, so let's say this is my list, sorry, this is my string, which is nothing but the variable one, var1. And here you can see that for updating the string, okay, here you can see that I'm just adding the var1 plus Python. Okay, so let's go and run this. So here you can see that this is the updated index, right? Okay, now here with the slicing, here you can see that the hello Python. Okay, this is how you can be able to update your string. Okay, now here you can see that, okay, in Python there is an interesting function here. You can see that, okay, just by using input method, okay, and the evaluated, okay, which means that you will have to print the, enter your name, okay, like this one. Okay, now, okay, what is the problem? Okay, what it is saying that the name Nawaz is not defined, right? Okay, so here you will have to do the thing, okay, like this, right? So here you can see that, okay, the output, right? Because the name is nothing but the text. Okay, that's why you will have to add the name with the help of single quote or double quote. Okay, now here please enter the value. Now here you can see that this is an integer, so if you add any value, so it will convert the, into the integer. So let's say, let's go ahead any value. Okay, so see, this is a value, right? Now, okay, let's go ahead with the weight. Okay, now again, let's go ahead with this one and see that this is how you can add the value. Okay, now here you can see that, okay, this is the 1 plus 1. Okay, and you will find that the sum is 2. Okay, now the main thing is that, okay, with the help of eval method, okay, you can see that you will be able to evaluate the strings as a Python expression. Okay, and you can create the tuple. Okay, see, this is the tuple, you know. Now as we know that, okay, the use case of triple quotes, okay, we'll be using the triple quote for creating a multi-line of comment. Okay, this is a multi-line of comment, you will see. Okay, now, okay, here you can see that uh, statement. Let's go and run this. Okay, this is a statement, you can see. So let's go and print the statement. So here, this is the statement. And okay, this is how you can create the statement as well. Means you can be able to go ahead with multiple lines of comment as well. Okay, and you can use this comment as a string as well by just adding a variable name to it. Okay, now this is the name. Okay, and here you can see that I'm using the inbuilt function, which is nothing but the capitalize. Okay, so if I see, so here you can see that, okay, the capitalize method. Let's go and run this, and here you can see that the welcome to Python. In the count, in the list, in the tuple, we used a count method, right? So this is a X string, this is a Y string, and I'm gonna use a count method for finding out the how many O letters are there in this particular string. Welcome to Python basics, right? So let's go and run this, okay, and see the count. Let's go and print this. So here you can see that the count is 3, means how many O letters are there in this particular X string, which is nothing but the 3. Yeah, the count is 3, right? You can do the same. Okay, like here you can see that now. Okay, as you know, this is going to be the your string. Python is awesome, right? Isn't it? So this is a slicing method you can do. Okay, and this is a substring. Okay, let's say this is a substring I. Okay, and you can see that, okay, just by using a string dot count and the substring, okay, and you can see that 6 and 25, okay, which is nothing but the count after first I letters and before the last I letter. Okay, so let's go and run these and see the count. Okay, this is going to be the 2. Okay, which means that, okay, what is this? Okay, now the main goal is to finding out the how many I letters is there. Okay, so you can see that you will find that the index 6 to index 25. Okay, so total index are nothing but 27 index are there. Okay, so you will find that this is a one I and this is just another I. That's why you will find that the 2I. Okay, the count is 2. Okay, because substring is nothing but the I letter, right? Okay, now here you can see that, okay, the another another inbuilt function, okay, like is alphanumeric character. Okay, like see, this is the the alphanumeric character. You can see over here, and you can see that we are checking that this particular string is alphanumeric character or not. So yes, just by using inbuilt function, we can be able to say that yes, true. Okay, it's a alphanumeric character. Okay, now again, let's go and see this. Okay, this is string example high. Okay, now here you can see that again we are checking the same is alphanumeric. Okay, so we are checking that this particular num, okay, this particular string is alphanumeric or not. You can, here I can't see any number, so let's go and see the output. Yeah, we got the output as a false, which means that this is not alphanumeric character, right? This is not alphanumeric character, which means that this particular function detects whether there is an numeric values as well as string values. Okay, if there are both, so we can say that true, otherwise false. Okay, now here you can see that. Okay, here also you can see that the false. Okay, why? Because you will find that the spaces, okay, you will find that the spaces over here. Okay, and each space, okay, just makes this particular word. Okay, this is a particular word, this is again the word like this. Okay, this is a separate word. Okay, this is a separate, number. This is the number, and here you can see that this is a, word. So that's why we got the output as a false. Okay, if you remove the space, so definitely it will show that, okay, it is a alphanumeric character. Yeah, now here you can see that. Let's go and find out, the it's a, alphanumeric character or not. So here you can see that. Okay, see this method basically. Okay, okay, let's go ahead with this. Okay, here you can see that. Okay, this is a, we are checking, is this going to be the alpha? Yeah, it's true. And this is, this is again, true. Yeah, because here you can see that. Okay, again the same thing. This is the, this is the, string value. Okay, and with no spaces. Okay, that's why you can see that. Okay, it is saying that the true for the is alphanumeric character as well, right? Now here you can see that. Okay, is digit. Okay, now basically this method returns if all characters in the string are digits and there is at least one character, otherwise false. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. This is true. Okay, you can see that, this is false. Again the same thing, because it is going to check is that particular string is containing digits or. Now here you can see that. Okay, this is a, uppercase string value. Okay, now I'll be converting this into the lowercase. See, and this is a lowercase value, so I'll be converting this into the uppercase. Okay, by using a upper inbuilt function. Okay, now, okay, again the one very interesting, inbuilt function, will be using this for replace. Okay, in Excel, and in MS Word as well. Okay, we used to find and replace the words. Okay, in the same way here we use the same thing, just by using a inbuilt replace method. Okay, here this is going to be the reply string. Okay, and here you can see that we are applying a replace function on it, which is saying that wherever is word is there, okay, just change this, change is word by was. Okay, so let's go and run this and see this. Okay, you can see that. Okay, it was string example. Okay, and was really a string. Okay, so wherever we find out the is, okay, we replace by was, right? Now here, okay, let's do the same thing again. This is my reply, and here you can see that we are replacing is instead of like to y, but with only first is. So here you can see that we just replace the is value with y, but not the second is value. Okay, means if we have the number of letters which are same, and I just wanna change the few letters like a first, second, third, like that, so you can do this. Okay, by using the adding the number for, or you can say that the, like the, how many, like the number of that is value, like how many times it repeated, let's say 2 times. So if there are two is, so whether you want to go ahead by changing the one, first one or second one, you can add the number over here, and you will it will be able to change that particular number of is word. Okay, and here you can see that. Okay, this is a split method. Okay, again guys, split method is very much important, because when it comes to, when it comes to natural language processing, so at that time it will be very easy to change. Now here you can see that. Okay, we splitted this particular string into the list of words, right? See, this is nothing but the list of words. Now this is a space I just added over here, right? So see, this is a space. Okay, I just added over here. Okay, if I change the space and add the backslash n, so here let me show you. Okay, so for adding a backslash n, I'll have to add this one. Okay, let's go and run this. Here again you can see that. Okay, we can do the same thing. Okay, backslash n is, the like, add this particular, like, after this. Okay, add this into a, yeah, like a new line, or you can use this as a separator as well. Okay, like previously I use a space as a separator. That's why, okay, it will be very easy to split the data into the different list of word, right? So here, instead of the space, okay, I use a backslash n. Okay, so here you can see that again using a space, okay, we didn't saw any backslash n value over here. Like, so because of the backslash n is a separator. Okay, we intentionally add the separator because we wanna split the data. Okay, from there. Okay, from there. Okay, so let's go ahead with the operators quickly. It's a very basic thing. Okay, as we know that. Okay, let's again clear the console. Here you can see that after clearing the console, you won't be able to see all this output. So let me clear the console. See, we just remove all the variables. Okay, now here you can see that, okay, in the operator, okay, you will find that a equal to 10. Okay, I'm just like considering the value of a equal to 10. Okay, it's a variable a, it's a variable b, and its value a and b, right? Now here you can see that this is going to be the addition one. Okay, a plus b, a plus b, uh, not this one. Okay, a plus b, this is the addition operator, because you can see that now we'll be looking for arithmetic operators, and first one is nothing but the addition operator. We saw this, okay, in the previous part as well. Now this is a subtraction operator. Okay, this is a multiplication operator. Okay, no need to explain this thing because it's a like the in the uh, like at the like beginning of our schooling. Okay, we saw this in mathematics, so no need to explain. Okay, this is the division. Okay, you know, and you will find that, okay, this is a new kind of thing. Floor division means we don't wanna, like, we are just removing all the decimal values. Okay, like we are just rounding off the data. Okay, so this is going to be the floor division, you can say. See, floor division. Okay, and many times you will find that the the different results. Okay, now you can see that the 5.2, so we got the 2 because this is a fold floor division and we remove the the decimal point. Okay, and you can see that the minus 10. Okay, and here you got the output as the 4. Okay, okay, many times you will see that. Okay, because this is a floor division, not a comma division. Okay, now modulus. Okay, now as we know that, okay, modulus is nothing but the remainder. Okay, as we are doing the like find out the 3.33333. Okay, many times 3 will appear infinitely many a time. So instead of like putting the 3.333, okay, so that's why he just you know uh, did some calculation, but like not clear. So that's why you will find that the 4 instead of 3.333. Okay, as we round off this thing, okay, like the as the rules of round off, so it will be 3. Okay, but it is showing that it is 4. Here you can see that the modulus, okay, because you know the 20 is divisible by 10. Okay, so modulus will be 0. Okay, the modulus will be 1. How? Because 4 fours are 16 and the 1 will be remainder, so that is nothing but the modulus. Now after this, here you can see that the exponential term, you know in Python, okay, you can find that, okay, just by adding the double star. So you can see that the you will get the power of your the value. So here we are just using a value. So a value is nothing but 10. Okay, we are finding out the 10 to the power 20. Okay, so let's go and see. So here you can see that. Okay, 20 zeros. Now here you can see that. Okay, now 1024. Okay, like that you can add any big value, okay, as you can, and definitely Python will give you an answer. Now after this, okay, comparison operator. Okay, so here you can see that this is going to be the equal to. Okay, many times, okay, we'll be using this comparison operator, right, in our day-to-day life, like in the data set, for handling data set, in data wrangling as well. Okay, I'll show you, okay, how to use this one. Okay, equal to operator checks whether a equal to b or not. Like the a value of a is 10, value of b is 20, so that's why you can see that we got the false output, right? And here you can see that 10 is not equal to 20, so that's why we got the false output. Here you can see that the 34 equal to 34, so that's why we got the output as a true. Okay, not able to like not no need to explain further, because it's very easy to understand. Okay, now it's a not equal to operator. Okay, with exclamation equal to sign, you can check this particular condition whether a is not equal to b. Okay, that is we are checking over here. Okay, yes, a is not equal to b because value of a is 10, value of b is 20, that's why. Yeah, now let's go ahead with the greater than operator. Then we have less than operator, then the greater than or equal to operator. Okay, and then we have the greater than or equal to operator, and here you can see that the less than or equal to operator. Okay, now we have the assignment operator. Now many times you will find that in the while loop, okay, we'll be using this kind of thing. Okay, assignment operator. Now here you can see that, okay, what we are doing over here. Okay, we are just creating a new variable. You know that the value of a is 10, value of b is 20. Okay, and here you can see that the we are adding the a plus b, and will be we got the value of c. Okay, c is nothing but 30. Now the assignment operator is nothing but, okay, what we are doing over here, we are adding the b value into the c, right? We are adding the b value into the c, but not disclosing this term c plus d. Okay, what we are doing over here, c plus equal to b, which means that we are adding the c plus b, and we are updating the value of c. Okay, and we'll do the same thing in the while loop. Many times you will find this thing. Okay, this is nothing but assignment operator. Okay, now this is c minus b. Okay, see the value. Okay, the c multiplied by b, see the value. Okay, c divided by b. Okay, and c modulus b. Okay, this is for power, and means the exponential, and this is for floor division, right? Now after this, here you can see that the bitwise operator. Okay, very rarely you can use this. Okay, but in the in the in the college time, okay, there are you will find that in the logic. Okay, you will find that the 010101 kind of thing. Okay, and as well, okay, many times we can be able to convert our value like into a computer language, because computer only understands zero ones language, right? So here you can see that bitwise operator change your data from any data to 01. So like, okay, let's say this is a equal to 12, b equal to 13, and let's say I'm using a format function to change the value of 12 into a bitwise operator, or into a 01. Okay, you can see that the 1100. Okay, we did this thing in the college, right? Okay, and that's we are doing, okay, over here right now. Okay, and here you can see that, okay, see, and we can convert this again. Here you can see that, okay, this is nothing but a c value, and we are using a integer. We are saying that yes, just convert the this bitwise, or you can say that the binary data into a bitwise, into the integer. So we got the value as a 12, right? Now here you can see that, okay, this is nothing but we just use a format method, okay, to change the 777 value into a 10 value, okay. And we are again doing the same thing over here. Okay, we got the value, not this one. First we have to mention this thing, and now here you can go. Now see that the value is nothing but the 777, right? So that's how we can able to do this thing. Okay, now after this, okay, like in the, I guess in the 11th standard, okay, like everyone saw this, like there is one chapter logic, and or 11th or 12th you will find this. Okay, there is a chapter logic. You will find that the AND operator, OR operator, XOR operator, XNOR operator, right? So this kind of operators you can see over here. Okay, A and B. Okay, A or B, A XOR B. Okay, will very rarely use this thing. Okay, but here you can see this thing. Okay, so like you will find that, okay, it will give you some value, okay, like this A and B value. Okay, here you can see that the A or B value, because you will find that the A value like 1100 and B value 1010 like this. Okay, and you will find that the A and B value is like 1110. Okay, like that. Okay, in the college time we saw this thing. Okay, so the output for this you will see, okay, in terms of that, okay, that logic. Okay, now here you can see that, okay, the output. Now the a XOR, binary XOR, okay, you will find that the one, okay, like the binary left shift operator. Okay, see, this is a binary left shift operator. Okay, this is a binary right shift operator. Okay, and here you can see that again the another term which is nothing but the membership operator, as we saw in, not in. Okay, we saw over here in the not in the string, in the data type, I guess. The L is L in Vinod, which is false. Okay, see, P in Vinod. Okay, P like P not in Vinod. Yeah, and here if you go ahead with this, so you will find that only output, no warnings. Okay, and if you go ahead with this, you will again see the warning. See, you will be able to see the warning. Okay, because very rarely we'll be using this, because instead of symbol, why to use this, okay, is not is. Okay, just add the double equal to symbol and check whether these those two values are equal to, are equal or not, right? Yeah, now after, okay guys, this is a bit boring task. Okay, now okay, this is fully complete. Now after this, okay, from here you will find that some interesting part. Okay, because now from here we'll try to explore the conditional statements and loops. Okay, try to explore the conditional statement and loops. So like I guess, okay, like all of you, okay, who are like, all of you were aware about C, C++. Okay, so in the same way, you know that, okay, now we are try to create a the conditional statements and different loops like for loop and while loop, the if statement, if else statement, okay, elif statement, like this. So now we'll be starting with a small, okay, basic if statement. So here you can see that number equal to -3. Let's go ahead after creating. Okay, before this, let's clear this. Okay, yeah. Now let's go ahead once again, number equal to -3. And now here you can see that in the if statement, okay, we just added one condition over here. Okay, we just added one condition, and if this condition true, then only print this particular output, otherwise not. Okay, so here you can see that we are saying that if number is greater than 0, then print that particular number is a positive number. Okay, let me go and show you. So here we didn't get any output. Why? Because number is -3, and which is not positive, right? Now here also, if we go ahead with the -1, again do the same thing. So let me show you. Again we didn't get any output. Okay, now what to do if I change the number from -3 to 3? So now let's see. Okay, let's go and run this. Okay, 3 is a positive number. Okay, 3 is a positive number. Okay, so here you can see that, okay, we got the, you know, output. Okay, because 3 is a positive number. But you will find that, okay, here there is one problem. Okay, and what kind of problem is there? Because here you can see that there is only one condition. If the condition true, then only print the output, otherwise there is no output, right? So that's why, okay, we here we just added the if else statement. Okay, this is the conditional statement, if else. So here you can see, okay, the number equal to -10. Okay, and now here there are two outputs for one condition. Okay, one for true, one for false. Okay, so if the number is greater than or equal to 0, then print it is a positive or a 0 number. Else, if this condition false, if now number is not equal, not is greater than or equal to 0, then simply print it's a negative number. Okay, so let's go and run this. So here you can see that number equal to -10, and we got the output as a, it's a negative number, right? Many times in the set, let's say let's say there is a column. Okay, like there is an age. Okay, if you wanted to convert your age column, or with the help of age column you wanted to create one more column which is saying that yes, just convert the data from age. Okay, like depends on the age, whether it is a like a senior citizen, adult, okay, or a, you know, the, you know, mid, middle age. Okay, so we just assign a, you know, the range of the ages, like the, you know, in between 15 to 25, we can say that the adult one. Okay, from, you know, or in between 15 to 30, we can say that, you know, adult. Then 30 to, you know, 50, we can say that the middle age. Then we can say that the after 50, okay, greater than 58, then we can say that the, you know, the senior one. Okay, so we can create a new column by using a if else condition. Okay, by using a if else condition. Okay, so that's why, okay, I just have to like I'll have to show you this all the things, because again this is very much important, because not only this part, okay, you can use this the same thing in your future work as well. Okay, now after this, okay, how to define functions. Okay, how to define functions. Okay, let's say, okay, here, okay, let me show you one thing. Okay, let me create a x equal to 1 2 3. Okay, done. Okay, and okay, enter. Okay, got the output. Okay, and the output is 6, right? Why the output is 6? Okay, because I used a sum function. Okay, the sum, it is nothing but the sum method, you can say that the function as well. Okay, here I use a sum. So now here you can see that, okay, how to create a function. Okay, many a time this is nothing but the one function. Okay, this is a sum function. Behind this function, okay, this particular name, okay, there is one function, okay, written. Okay, you will find that which were run inside this particular function. Okay, or in the background you can see for finding out the sum for this particular list. Got it? So in the same way, what we are doing, we are looking for creating function, how to create the function over here. Okay, So here you can see that we are using a def, okay, for defining function. Okay, this is going to be the function name. Okay, and we are saying that we will be adding a three numbers, number 1, number 2, and number 3. Okay, and we'll be checking this number. Okay, we'll be checking which one is a maximum number. Okay, so for defining this, okay, we'll have to create some, or we'll have to add some conditional statements, right? So for adding conditional statements, okay, here we'll be using if else statement. Okay, so here you can see that. Okay, so how to create the function for finding out the maximum number between the three numbers. Okay, by, because we saw, okay, we completed our education. So after getting the three numbers, let's say 1 2 3, or any big three number, any small three number, we can simply say that which one is a maximum number, right? But for creating function, okay, we need to define few things. We need to define the conditional statements. Okay, like this here, for just finding out if the number 1 is greater than number 2 and number 3, okay, then we can say that yes, it's a maximum number. So here we can simply put the condition which is saying that the number 1 is greater than or equal to number 2, and number 1 is also greater than or equal to number 3. If this condition satisfied, then just return the output of the function which we defined over here, okay, as the number 1, okay, is the maximum number, right? Elif means the else if condition we added over here, because if there are condition more than 2, then we'll have to use the elif. Okay, elif statement, right? Now here you can see that number 2 is greater than or equal to number 1, and number 2 is also greater than or equal to number 3, then return the output as the maximum number is a number 2. Okay, otherwise means the else condition, because here you can see that the how many condition we saw, total 4 condition. 2 condition for identifying the number 1, whether the number 1 is a maximum number. 2 condition for checking whether the number 2 is a maximum number. And if this 4 condition false, then just return the output as the maximum number is the number 3, right? Okay, so here let's go and select this function which we defined over here. Okay, let's go and run this, and you can see that after declaring the function, after defining the function, let's go and check the function. Okay, so we are here, you can see that, okay, we are defining the function maximum number. Okay, now in the background, now we don't have to use again, or we don't have to run this function again, because as you know, okay, we just created the maximum number function, and now we'll have to use a maximum number function with three numbers, because here we mentioned the three numbers. Okay, so always we'll have to add the three number for checking the maximum number. So here you can see that out of this three number, you can find that the maximum number is 5. Now, so we can go ahead with this. Okay, and let's go and run this. Okay, here also you can see that the maximum number we got the the explanation for this particular function. Okay, let's go and run this. We got the output as a maximum number is 12, right? Now, okay, after this, okay, here you can see that the one thing, okay, which is nothing but the the another conditional statement, which is nothing but the nested if statement. Okay, now what is nested? Okay, why it is called nested? Okay, because here if you observe this condition statement, so you will get to know that, okay, inside the if else statement, see, this is the if and this is the else statement, you will find that the if else statement again. Okay, which means that there are two if else statement, one inside the another's if else statement, right? So now here let me go ahead and add any number, any random number. And now here you can see that, okay, what we are doing over here, we are checking that particular number is a positive, negative, or zero. Okay, now let me show you. Okay, so here we are checking that if if the particular number is greater than or equal to zero, then if this particular condition true, then go ahead and check this condition again. Okay, and check this condition again. So first, this condition, if this condition true, see 57 number is there, and number is absolutely 57 is greater than or equal to 0, right? So yes, condition is true. Let's go ahead with another condition. Number equal to 0. 57 is not equal to 0. So which means that this condition false, which means that will not get this particular output, will get this output, okay, which is a positive number. Okay, right? So let's go and run this. Okay, so you can see that it is a positive number. Okay, if we go ahead any, any another number, okay, let's say any negative number, let's go ahead with the minus 57. Okay, so here you can see that again, first it is checking that if this condition true, then go and check this condition, otherwise don't need to check the condition, simply print the output like this. Okay, so here you can see that, okay, number is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, minus 57 is not greater than or equal to 0, so we can simply say that it's a negative number. Okay, we don't need to go ahead with checking another condition, so simply go and print the output as a negative number. So let's go and run this. So see here, we got the output as a negative number, right? Okay, so this is how you can see that you can create a function, you can create a multiple conditional statements. Okay, okay, so you can see that this is the formula for factorial to find out the factorial. Okay, 3 factorial is nothing but the 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1. You will have to, like, if we want to find out the factorial of n, so you have to just multiply n with in a backward manner, like n minus 1, n minus 2, like that till 1. Okay, then you can find out the factorial of n, right? So here, that's what we are just finding out. Okay, so now here you can see that, okay, even you can go ahead with this, okay, the for loop. Okay, this one, okay, the small for loop, you can go ahead with this as well. Okay, but you can see that in the formula, okay, there are few terms, like we can't find the factorial of negative numbers. Okay, so that's why, okay, for finding the factorial we always use a positive number, right? So that's why, okay, we just added one condition, okay, for clarifying that particular scenario. Okay, so here you can see that the number is less than 0. So then print use a positive number. Otherwise, okay, if the number equal to 0, then we can simply say that factorial is equal to 1. Factorial equal to 1. Here also you can see that, okay, instead of this if else condition, if you go ahead with this, then only you will find out the same results. Okay, but to understand the basic conditions between the, like the behind the factorials, that's why I added this term if else condition. Okay, here you can see that the number equal to 0, then simply say that the factorial equal to 1. There is one full theorem with proof, okay, in mathematics. Okay, why 0 factorial equal to 1. Okay, there is full theorem for this. If the factorial value is greater than 0, which means the any positive number, then you can be able to find out the factorial for this. And how to find out the factorial? Okay, here you can see that, okay, we are using the for loop. Okay, and in the for loop you can see that, okay, we are saying that I in the range 1 to number plus 1, because you can see that in Python the last number is excluded, that's why we added the one number. Okay, if you want to find out the factorial of 5, so now here in the for loop you can see that, okay, we used which operator, we use which operator, this one here. Let me show you this operator. Okay, which one? This one, assignment operator. Okay, here you can see that, okay, to just show you, okay, here I just added this term. Okay, I just added this term. I can remove this particular term as well. Okay, see, I can remove this particular term as well as this particular sign, then only I'll get the same result. But for this I'll have to add the multiplication symbol before this, because here you can see that, okay, this is same as this one, right? So we'll be using this now. Okay, so now here you can see that, okay, just to understand, okay, I just added this thing, okay, like this. Or you can go ahead with the, like, just by adding the multiplication symbol over here and remove this particular factorial. So here you can see that, guys, okay, from that we are saying that, okay, because we'll starting with this one, then multiplying with by 2, then 3, like this. Okay, and we'll be updating the value of factorial, right? And we'll be getting the final value of factorial as the factorial value. Okay, so for these, okay, let me, okay, let me enter any random number, let's say 5. Okay, okay, now here you can see that, okay, let me add the initial value for a factorial, it's 1. Okay, because we'll be starting with 1, then multiplying with by 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Then we are just selecting this all. Okay, we are selecting this all and run this, and here you can see that the factorial for this is 120, right? Okay, we'll do the same thing. Okay, again, okay, let's say again go with 5, but now instead of if else statement, let me use this one. Okay, only the factorial one. Okay, so for this let me add the indentation for this, and as well for this as well. Okay, I'll have to add the indentation. Okay, not for this because we completed for loop over here, so no need to, again add the indentation for here, because it's a separate code. Okay, to print the factorial value of this. Yeah, so let's go and run this. Okay, so here you can see that I just wanted to add the one random number. Let's go ahead with the same number, which is nothing but 5. And here you can see that just add the initial factorial value. Now it's 1 instead of 120. Okay, and now let's go ahead with this. Okay, let's go and run this and see that, okay, the factorial value will be 120. Okay, so no need to go ahead with the if else statement, but yes you can. Okay, to always remember that condition. Okay, the two condition, and what are those? One is nothing but we can't find out the factorial of negative number, and second one is 0 factorial equal to 1. Okay, so after this, okay, after understanding this, okay, here you can see that, okay, again the we are using a nested for loop as we did the nested if statement, conditional statement. In the same way we are doing the nested for loop for finding out the order pair. Okay, so we are just finding out the ordered pair from range 0 to 2, 0 to 2 for I and j. You can say that the xy coordinate, the ordered pairs are nothing but the 0 0 0 1 0 2 1 0 1 1 1 2, like this. Okay, and this is the same we did. Okay, these are nothing but the digits. We just want, if you wanted to find out the digits, the one after another, so here you can see that you can easily find out this. Okay, this one. Okay, you can even add the else statement for, okay, after closing this for loop. Okay, you will get the one more output as a no item left. Okay, so you can add the if statement as well. Okay, now after this, guys, okay, here you can see that the while loop. Okay, while loop. So in the while loop you can see that, okay, multiple times you will have to use the array assignment operator. multiple times, you will have to use the assignment operator. Okay, either you can use sum equal to sum plus I, or sum plus equal to I. Okay, both are same. Okay, now here main thing is that, okay, uh, if I, like, I just like shown this thing over here. So okay, if I wanted to find out the first 10 natural numbers, so which means our addition of 1 to 10, which is nothing but the 55. Okay, so how to do it? Okay, how to create the code for finding out the sum of 1 to 10, or 1 to any number? Okay, let's say n. Okay, so for that, okay, I'll be using a while loop. Okay, I just created a while loop saying that that particular number, okay, let's say starting with initial number I equal to 1. Okay, okay, and I'm saying that, okay, I just wanted to find out the sum of all the natural number till n number. Okay, so n would be 10, 100, 1000, any value. Okay, so for this, okay, for finding the sum of this, you can use the while loop. Okay, for repetitive operations, okay, you can use the while loop, right? So here you can see that while equal to I is less than or equal to n. So for this, you will have to initialize the sum, which is 0, and the value of I, which is 1. Okay, because natural numbers start with 1, right? So here you can see that the while I is less than or equal to n. Okay, here you can, let's say, go ahead with the 100 instead of, you know you know 10,000. So here you can see that, let's go and update the value of n equal to 100, sum equal to 0, I equal to 1. Okay, after updating the after initializing this all these values, okay, let's go for creating the while loop. So now here you can see that I is less than or equal to n. Okay, which is saying that, okay, do the procedure, do the repetition till this condition false. Okay, let's say we'll start with I equal to 1. Okay, so let's say 1 is less than or equal to 100, right? 1 is less than or equal to 100. So here sum equal to sum plus 1. So sum, initial sum is 0 plus I, which is nothing but 1 initially. Okay, and then after updating the sum, update the counter. Okay, which means that update the value of I. Okay, so value of I is now 2. So again 2 is less than or equal to 100. Okay, like this you will have to update all the letters till this condition false. Okay, till this condition false. Okay, so when 100, okay, like 100 is less than or equal to 100, okay, then also this condition is true. If value of I is 101, then you will find that this condition is false. So then will automatically it will start repeating this process. Yeah, so let's go and run this while loop, and here you can see that the sum is going to be the 50-50. Update the value of n, the value of sum, value of I, and update the run the while loop, and let's go and run this. And here you can see that the sum is 50-50, right? Okay, so which means that, okay, these both are nothing but the assignment operator. You can go either this way or this way. Okay, both are same. Okay, you can go ahead like this or like this. Okay, now here you can see that, yeah, so here you can see that now instead of 100, let's go ahead with 10. Okay, let's go and run this. Okay, let's initialize the sum, initialize the value of I. Okay, again use a while loop. Okay, and find out the sum. Okay, now here you can see that the sum is 55. Okay, which is same for this. Okay, which is same for this. Okay, okay, now here you can see that, okay, after these two program, okay, we'll see a simple game. Okay, you will find that very you will find this game which is very interesting. Okay. Okay, so here you can see that. Okay, like again you can do the, like with the help of while loop, again you can do the same thing as you can do with the for loop. Yeah, now here you can see that the, if the after initializing the counter, okay, we are saying that, okay, if that particular value of counter is less than 3, then print this inside loop. Okay, is to show you how this done. Okay, how we are doing this thing. Okay, and after completion of this, okay, at certain point of time, okay, this condition is false. Okay, when the counter value is equal to 3. Okay, this 3 is not less than 3. Okay, and 4 is not less than 3. Yeah, so at that time you will find that, okay, which means that, okay, you will get the output inside loop 3 times and then inside else 4th time. Okay, so let me go ahead and run this, so then you will understand how the while loop works. Okay, so here you can see that, okay, first 3 time, okay, you will get the inside loop. Okay, which means the operation that you are using, or that you are doing in the while loop. Okay, and for the else condition, okay, you will get, okay, at the last, which is nothing but the inside else. Okay, now after this, okay, here you can see that, okay, you can count the digits. Okay, let's say this is a count equal to 0, and you can say that the, you see, you are just printing out the digit. Okay, and updating the digit like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, starting with 0, starting with what, 0. So you are printing the digits from 0 to 20. Okay, so if you want to print out the digits from 0 to 20, so you can simply do this thing. Okay, you will find that the 0 digit equal to 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 up to 20, and lastly the thank you. Now after this, okay, here you can see that the one very interesting game, okay, you can play with your, with your friends. Okay, like you can say that, like you just created a very interesting game in Python. Okay, which is very basic, but you can say that it's a, you find it very interesting. Okay, this one, and this is the last, uh, loop program, you can say. And after this, okay, you will get to know that, okay, they will be starting with the modules, and then we'll go with the, data wrangling part. Okay, and after instantly completing the data wrangling part, we'll try to see, uh, description, or some introduction about the first application of machine learning in cybersecurity. Yeah, because why I'm doing this all this thing. Okay, because to clear your all the doubts. Okay, when we are working, okay, when we are implementing machine learning in cybersecurity data set. Okay, that's why we are doing this all this thing. Yeah? Now here you can see that, guys. Okay, first, okay, for creating a game, okay, we need a random number. Always we need a random number. So that's why here you can see that, okay, we are importing a one module which is nothing but a random module, which is already inside there in the Python. When you are installing Anaconda, okay, at that time you install this particular random module. Okay, inside it. Okay, means already installed, no need to install it again. Okay, and here you can see that the value, which is a, you can take any common value. Okay, let me go with 20. Okay, because you will find that if I find out a random dot random means it will give me any random number between the 0 and 1. So, 0 and 1 means you will get the value in decimal point. Okay, and if you multiply this with by 20 and convert it into the integer, which means that you will get a random integer. Okay, that's what we are doing over here for finding out the random number. Okay, so let me go and run this. So here you can see that the random number is 16. Now here in this particular window it is visible, okay, the output. Okay, so let me first explain this code with you and then we'll play the game after that. Yeah, so here you can see that guess equal to 0. Yeah, this is the initial value for guessing. We'll be starting with guess equal to 0. Yeah, let's go and run this. Yeah, now here you can see that while will be using while loop, then if, elif. Yeah, so many different things. Now here you can see that the while loop will be using if the guess, this value of guess equal to 0 is not equal to random number. So at that time, okay, here just update the guess, which means that you will find that, okay, uh, Python will say that, okay, update a new number. Okay, just add the new number. Okay, and it will check that, okay, guess, if the guess equal to is if guess is greater than or greater than 0, then again check another condition, which is nothing but the guess is greater than or equal to random, greater than random number. Why? Because this is going to be the, this is going to be the hint for you. Okay, whether you are close to your number, whether the number, whether you guessed a very large number or very small number. Yeah, so which means that you will understand, okay, this is nothing but the hint for you. Huh? So if your guess, as you add the guess over here, if that guess is greater than random number, so it will show you number is too large, right? Otherwise it will show you number is too small. Yeah, otherwise sorry that you are give up. Okay, and break, that means complete this while loop. Okay, and if the case, okay, is equal to random number, means that your random number is 0. So then you can simply say you can't go ahead with that. Okay, because uh, if we say that, okay, this is a, guessing a random number game. Okay, which means that if your random number is 0, so what is the, what is the, you can say that there is no game there. Yeah, so that's why, okay, here you can see that after completion of this, okay, after you guess, okay, at each and every time it will check this particular condition. Okay, if your guess is equal to random number, then automatically it will show you congratulations, you won. If guess is not equal to random number, then it will again repeat this procedure. It will try, it will show you just add the new number. Okay, and then show you the, the number is too large or number is too small. Yeah, so as we know, our random number is 16, right? So let me go and run this. Okay, select this all code and run this. So now see, we started with guess equal to 0 here. Now as we know, see, number, random number is 16. Okay, let me go ahead with 14. Okay, what it is saying, number is too small. Okay, let me go ahead with 20. Okay, number is too large. Okay, this is just the demo. Okay, this is just the demo, guys. Now here you can see that, okay, let me go ahead with, 17. Number is too large. Let me go ahead with 15. Number is too small, and let me go ahead with 16. Yeah, congratulations, you won. Yeah, this is how you can play this game, right? Now let me hide this particular random number, so you won't be able to see the answer. Answer is 16, right? Okay, that's how you can play this particular game. Okay, now here you can see the random number, which is nothing but the 16, right? Okay, so likewise, okay, you can play this game. Okay, it's very, you will find it funny. So in the same way you can create so many multiple games, okay, by using Python. Yeah, now after this, okay, why I show you this? Okay, because the main reason, okay, is behind, you can create a very complex game as well. Like see, here we just use a while loop, if statement, elif statement. Okay, if you are if you are able to like the see the logics behind the game, then you will be able to write the code. Yeah, that's the main point. Yeah, now after this, yeah, let's talk about the modules. Okay, so here you can see that this is a math module. Okay, like now as okay till now, okay, what we are doing, okay, we are finding out the all the things manually. Like if you want to find out the addition, okay, then we can just go and finding just adding the two numbers, and that is nothing but the addition. But with the help of this you can do the multiple things. Okay, modules will simplify your coding. Okay, because okay, if we are using math module, so let me run this math module. After importing math module, you can see that let's say this is the x equal to 36. The variable value is nothing but 36, and I just wanted to find out the square of it. Okay, so previously if I want to find out a square, so at that time, okay, we use the operator. Okay, which operator? The exponential one. Okay, to find out the power term. Okay, so now here you can see that just use a mat.sqrt means find out this uh, no, for finding out square root. Okay, so you can go ahead with this, okay, to find out the square root. Okay, so you can do the same thing over here, but for here you will have to add the 1 by 2 for finding out the square root. Now for finding out the exponential value, as we are doing the same thing like this. Okay, 2 raised to 10. So in the same way here we can just use the pow, okay, which is nothing but the power, finding out the power of 2. Okay, 2 raised to 8 with the help of math module. Yeah, 256. Okay, 2 raised to 10, you know let me run this and see the 2 raised to 10, the same value as we got before. Okay, now here you can see that the factorial, as you can see that we just created one loop, the if else condition for finding out the the factorial, and inside the if else condition we added the loop, which is nothing but the for loop. Okay, for finding out the factorial. And here with one line of code, just by using math module, it's very easy to find out the factorial now. Okay, math dot factorial, and in bracket add any value. Okay, uh, which you have to find out the factorial for. So here let me go with the 5, and here you can see that the 5 factorial is nothing but the 120. Okay, now there is another model which is nothing but the calendar. Okay, so again it's very interesting. Okay, so if you know about this, so no need to just purchase a calendar in your house, because okay, if you want to find out, if you want to see the month, okay, of any year, okay, and any month, okay, so you can just go here calendar dot month, put that year, okay, put the month number, and just run this, and here you can see that particular output. Okay, so here you can see that okay, today is going to be 1 December of 2020. So let me just find out the month for this. Okay, the December month of our the December 2020. So here you can see that the calendar, right? Yeah, so the all the like starting with today's Thursday, like this. Okay, and the 31st is there, and the Saturday. Yeah, so now second thing is that okay, you can check the leap year. This is a there is a function with the help of that you can be able to check okay the leap year, right? So here you can see that this is a leap year. Okay, whether we can see okay whether any year is a leap year or not. So let me go and run this. So see, true, it's true. Okay, 2016 is a leap year. Yeah, now let's talk about 2028. Yes, again the leap year. Let's see the 2022. Okay, it's a yeah, it's not the leap year. Yeah, what about 2024? Yeah, it will be a leap year, right? So like this you can just find out the multiple things. Okay, and you know that if after every 4 years you will find out, like after 2016, okay, after 4 years of 2016 you will find out 2020 is a leap year. Okay, likewise 2024 is a leap year. Yeah. Now as we know that we have the month, we have the leap year function in the calendar module. So what are the number of functions in the calendar module present? Okay, we can use those. Okay, so here you can see. Okay, there are different numbers. Okay, number of, you know, functions are there, you can go ahead with. Okay, now after this, okay, let's talk about the one important thing, which is, you know, pandas, and we'll talk about this over here in the, you know, in the Jupyter notebook. So let me open the Jupyter notebook first. Okay, because you will find that this Jupyter notebook is a very interesting thing. Okay, data wrangling using pandas and NumPy. Yeah, before starting with this, okay, let me show you how to install any library. Okay, so there are multiple ways for installing libraries. So here you can see that, let me add a new cell, and here you can see if I just want to find out I just want to install any library. So there are two ways. Okay, like with the code you can install the libraries. First one is the pip. Okay, means the pip is a installer. So pip install library name. Okay, so the main reason behind this, okay, is to show you how to install libraries. Okay, so I'll show you a demo. So I'm just searching for the library which is not installed in my environment. Okay, that's why. Yeah, so these many packages I already installed in my Anaconda Navigator, so I don't need to install these many packages. But what are the different packages I don't install? Okay, so I didn't install these packages. And what are those? So let me go ahead with any particular package which is you know yeah, PyMySQL. Let's try to install this particular package. Yeah, so see guys, you can install this package from here as well. So just see, select this particular, and see here one package available matching. Okay, so you can see that, just go with apply, and it will just process, okay, for installing purpose. So I don't want to install this package from here. So what can I do? Okay, I'll go here. Okay, from here, otherwise we have another term, okay, which is nothing but the anaconda prompt. Anaconda prompt, here you can see. Okay, with this as well we can be able to install the package. Okay, with this. Okay, so here you can see that again I'll be using the same thing, the pip install, you know, py my SQL. Okay, let me enter it. And guys, this package, you know, this package connect your Python with your SQL server. Yeah, so see, with the help of pip install py mysql. Okay, now here you can see that it is just downloading. Yeah, it is just downloading. Yeah, installing. Yeah, successfully install py mysql package, right? So this is the first thing. Okay, you can install any package, okay, with this. And what is another thing? Okay, you can copy this thing, the same code. And the another thing, instead of pip you can use conda. Okay, you can use the conda. Okay, these are the two line of code. Okay, whether you, either you can go ahead with this or you can go ahead with this. Okay, like many packages support this. Okay, and also many packages support this. Okay, but you will find that few packages who does not support this either pip or either conda. So at that time you will have to go with first pip or either pip or conda. So you can try with both. If it is not, if any particular package is not supporting pip, then you can go ahead with conda, or any particular package is not supporting conda, then you can go ahead with pip install that particular package name or library name. Got it? Like here we just install the PyMySQL package. Yeah, likewise there are a lot of packages available. Okay, there are a lot of packages available. So see, I install you know sklearn. Now basically we'll be using this package which is already there in the Python. Okay, see sklearn, which is, this is for machine learning. Okay, then we have the TensorFlow. Okay, see TensorFlow package. Okay, so see TensorFlow is a machine learning library. Okay, now what about Keras? Okay, Keras is a deep learning library for Thano and TensorFlow. See, Keras pre-processing. This is a data pre-processing as well as a data augmentation module of the Keras deep learning library. Okay, I installed this, already installed these many packages. Okay, PyTorch. Okay, so see, you will find that the PyTorch inside it, which is nothing but the transformer package. Okay, this is a very important package. Okay, for natural language processing. Okay, and see, for TensorFlow 2 and PyTorch. Yeah, transformer package. See, there are a lot of packages are there. Okay, you just need to know that yes, these packages are available. Okay, to use. So let us start with NumPy library, because it's a very a basic library. This is a a very base, okay, of any data science project, any machine learning project, you can say. Because many times, okay, for doing multiple things you need this package. Okay, so after installing this package, actually this package is already inbuilt, install package already there in the Anaconda Navigator. No need to install this again. Okay, so simply go ahead, import NumPy as NP. Why I am doing this? This is, in short, you can say that the alias, instead of using the this full name, okay, I'll be going with this small name NP instead of NumPy. Yeah, so that's why I'm saying that import NumPy as NP. Yeah, let's go and run this. Okay, after running this, here you can see that, okay, we are creating a list of numbers from 0 to 9. Okay, see, and we are printing the numbers. Okay, so see, we are just finding saying that we are using range function. And we are using a list of 10, which means that 0 to 9 values are there, total 10 values are there. Yeah, and we are converting it into the numbers, the list. Okay, you can see that this is the list of 0 to 9, and we just printed the list, right? Now here you can see that we are using a the the string value, okay, which is a C for C in L. Okay, for C in L. So here you can see that. Okay, you can find out. Okay, we just converted every value, okay, in this particular list. Okay, and we just apply casting method for this. Okay, so you will find that the all the values, okay, which are previously, which are numbers, and now they are string. The data type of this are string. So very easily we just converted all the data types, okay, from numbers to string. Okay, and here you can see that. Now we can simply see that, see here, previously you can see that the list, okay, and we just find out the the type of the all the data, which is nothing but from 0 to 9. Okay, we haven't created any new list, so that's why here we can't show you that, okay, this is a string. So this is just the integer because we are dealing with this particular list, not this. Okay. Now after this, okay, we'll be starting with the one important thing. Okay, because you will find that, okay, why we are showing this thing, because lists are very much close to the vectors, right? Close to the vector. And vector, if we vector in one dimension is just the vector, this is looks like list. But in two dimension this is looks like matrix. In three dimension or more than three dimension it looks like array. Okay, so here you can see. Okay, now instead of list we are creating arrays with the help of numpy library. Here you can see numpy np dot zeros. Okay, zeros which are how many? 10 zeros, data type which is nothing but integer. And see, we just created a array, okay, of zeros. Okay, now here you can see that we are creating a 3 cross 5 matrix of ones. Okay, the np dot ones 3 cross 5 matrix. Let's go and run this. Okay, now here after this, here you can see that, okay, what we are doing, we are just finding out, or we are creating a the full matrix, okay, with the predefined value which is 1.23 of this order. So we are just creating a 3 cross 5 matrix, and this matrix is a constant matrix with a value 1.23. See, this is how. Yeah, now here you can see that we are creating an array with a set sequence like this np dot arrange. Okay, 0 to 20, and the difference is nothing but 2, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and 18, right? Okay, if you wanna include the 20 value, so you will have to go with 21. Then you will surely include this particular value. See, 20. Okay. Now after this, okay, the linspace. Okay, you can go ahead with this linspace for splitting your data of 0 to 1. You can add any range over here. Okay, this is a range, and you are splitting into the equals parts. Okay, 5 equal parts. Okay, so let me show you. Okay, we just splitted the 0 and 1 data into a 5 equal parts like this: 0, 0.25, 5, point 0.5, 0.75, and 1. So see, we just splitted data in 5 parts, right? Okay, so you will find that the 5 values are there. Yeah, now here you can see that, okay, we are creating a matrix which is a square matrix of order 3 cross through 3 cross 3 with mean equal to 0 and standard deviation is 1. So now the main thing is that, okay, like few guys, okay, very few, I don't know, like this is from a normal distribution. Those guys, okay, who have some experience of statistics, those who will understand this term. Okay, np dot random. Okay, we are generating a random number, okay, of normal distribution. Okay, of normal distribution with mean 0 and standard deviation 1. Okay, so you will find that, okay, we are creating a 3 cross 3 matrix, and in that 3 cross 3 matrix the random values are there from normal distribution of mean 0 and standard deviation 1. So you will find that the all the values between the range -3 to +3. Yeah, let me show you. So you will get all the values inside this matrix, and these values are in the range -3 to +3. You can create as many big as you want the size of the matrix. Okay, you will get the values which are totally random but in the range -3 to +3, because the range of the normal distribution of mean with mean 0 and standard deviation 1 is -3 to +3. Yeah, that's a standard normal distribution. Okay, so now here you can see that, okay, you can create the identity matrix by using EYEI np dot I of 5 cross 5 order, which is because you know that identity matrix is a matrix in that you will find that all the diagonal entries are 1 and the non-diagonal entries are 0. Okay, so that's why instead of putting the order like this 3 cross 3 like this, okay, you will find that, okay, this is a 3 cross 3 order. Okay, I just added the one value which is 5. Okay, if I added the 3 value, you will get a 3 cross 3 matrix. If I added the 10, you will get the 10 cross 10 matrix. Okay, because it's a square matrix. Okay, the rows of the matrix is same as the columns of the matrix. That's why. Yeah. Now after this, okay, here you can see that you can find out the dimension of the matrix. Okay, as well as the size of the matrix and the shape of the matrix. Yeah, so here you can see that we are again using the numpy library dot random numbers and seed equal to 0. Why to set the seed? Because if we set the seed, okay, like let's say, okay, you have this notebook, right? And let me assume that you are running the same code as this, okay, in your system. Okay, and if I run this code, I'll be getting three outputs, okay, in terms of dimension, shape and size of x3, right? So the output of I'll be getting for this particular cell, okay, so my output and your output will be same because of this seed equal to 0. If you change the seed, your output will be different. If you change the seed again, your output will be different. So you can set any seed value from 0 to infinity. Okay, you can set the seed as a 10,000. You can change the value of 0 from 0 to 10,000, 20, any value. Okay, you will find that you will get the another output. But if you want the same output, so you will have to set a seed value 0. Okay, then only you will get the same value, okay, as I'll be getting. Okay, now here you can see that this is the x1. Now here you can see that np, again random number generating we are. Okay, then we are just finding out the random integers. Okay, so how many? 10 of size 6, right? This is a one dimension, you can see. Now we are generating the matrix of random integer. Okay, how many? 10 of size 3 cross 4. And here you can see that the we are generating the three-dimension matrix. Okay, now what is three-dimension matrix? This is array. Okay, run this and here you can see that. Okay, the dimension of x3, this x3 is nothing but 3, right? The shape of x3 is 3 cross 4 cross 5. Okay, now few guys who won't be able to understand this particular topic, because let me show you the visualization for the array, because now you will have to visualize this term in three dimension. Okay, and the total number of points are nothing but, you know, 16. Okay, so you can imagine we have the 5 matrix of order 3 cross 5. This is a one dimensional array. Okay, this is a two dimensional array and this is a three dimensional array. When I am saying this is a three dimensional array, so the, you know, this is, okay, there are two matrix. Okay, there are two matrix. Okay, behind this first matrix there is another matrix which is this one. Understood? Okay, this is a three dimensional array. So in our case here you can see that, okay, we have the 3 cross 4 dimension matrix. Okay, this is a 3 cross 4 dimension of matrix, means a two dimensions is 3 cross 4. And how many matrix we have of order 3 cross 4? Total 5 matrix. So here you can see that, so let's say this is a 3 cross 3 matrix. Okay, and behind this there is one matrix 3 cross 3. So in our case, behind our matrix, behind our first matrix, we have total 4 matrix. So total 5 matrix we have. Okay, total 5 matrix we have. Understood? Okay, so this is a three dimension array. Yeah, so let me show you the output for this. Yeah, so see. Okay, this is the, this is nothing but the, you know, array in three dimension. Okay, there are three matrix of order 4 cross 5. Okay, there are total number of three matrix of order 4 cross 5. Okay, so behind this matrix there is another matrix which is this, and behind this matrix there is another matrix which is this. Okay, and the number for this all are random. Okay, random integers are there. Now here you can see that, okay, we are just working with the array indexing. Okay, we are working with the array indexing. Okay, so here you can see that this is the X, the type of this is nothing but the list. Okay, now we can convert the list into the array. That's why we saw the list in the first at the beginning of the numpy. Okay, so this is the array. We just converted the list into the array by using the np.array, and here you can see that now we can be able to access the value. Okay, from index 0 to fourth index to fifth index value, last index value. Okay, so here you can see that this is just the slicing, guys. Okay, we are able to access the value. Okay, like we saw with the list with the tuple. Okay, the same thing we are doing over here. Okay, this is the data. Okay, this is the x2 data, and this is the x2 data we just created with this is the matrix we just created over here, and we just printed this matrix over here, x2. Yeah. Okay, so like as in the same thing. Okay, this is the in the row, the one dimensional vector you can say. Okay, you can be able to access the zero index value which is nothing but 4, the fourth index value which is nothing but the around this one 8. Okay, like this, the last index value which is nothing but 4, the second index value which is nothing but 8, like this. So in the same way, if you want to access any particular value, okay, in the two dimension matrix, then what to do? Then you will have to add the the value, the index of the row and the index of the column. Okay, so here you can see that this is your second index. Okay, because index started with 0. Okay, then for one index, then second index. So here you can see that, okay, you are just working with this, okay, this particular row, and with this particular index column. Okay, so here you can see that the 0 index, 1 index, 2 index column. So the output will be, I guess, this is, okay, let me show you. Okay, the output is nothing but the 7.